So there are a lot of people trying to sell you their version of a lifestyle business. But my version of this and the business that I built for myself is one YouTube channel and 20K per month from 2 digital products. No huge audience, no churning out endless short form content, just one sustainable content system and one offer that fits the life that you want to live. And so in this video, I want to take you through the very practical steps that you can start to take to create this thing for yourself. And I'm not someone who's going to sit in front of you now and tell you that this is easy. This is really, really fucking hard. It took me almost 3 years to work out how to actually build this thing for myself. And even now, sat in front of you, I'm building this again from scratch. I'm starting again on a new YouTube channel. I won't bore you with the details of why I'm doing this because I made a whole video on that. But the point being that even though I've done this before, I am actively building this thing right now, and I am still having all of the same doubts about whether I can make this thing work, about if I can actually do this again for myself. And so I'm probably having all of the same fears and doubts and anxieties that you're having right now watching this video. And so that's why I want to bring you on this journey with me, because being an entrepreneur and building a business like this can be a very lonely journey. And I want to be doing it with other people building the same thing as me. And so in this video, I want to kick off this series by kind of giving you an overview of what we're going to be building over the next few weeks. And then in the following videos in this series, I want to take you a little bit deeper into how we actually build all of this so that you can start to get a little bit closer to actually making this thing work for yourself and building this very fulfilling, purposeful lifestyle business that makes you a lot of money, but also just fits with the life that you want to live. And so for this to be a truly sustainable lifestyle business, then it has to start with you at the core. See, most people start by looking around at what everyone else is doing and then going from there. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. It's probably what you're doing watching this video too. And it's exactly what I've done throughout my business. I've looked at someone else doing the thing that I wanted to do, and then I've done it. And so when I started my web design business, I was a freelancer. I saw somebody else who had a successful web design business talking about it in their TikTok content. And then I started doing the same thing. I started posting to TikTok. I built my own web design business, and that was how I started my business. And then when I wanted to move into selling digital products, I saw somebody else with a YouTube channel selling digital products. And then I took what they did and applied it to my own business and built my own YouTube channel selling digital products. Even this channel here, I started this because I saw someone else doing a similar thing, showing up a little bit more authentically in their content. And it gave me permission to kind of do the same, show up a little bit more authentically on this channel and build this channel a little bit differently to how I've done things in the past. And so there's nothing wrong with looking around and what other people are doing. Let other people inspire you and show you what is possible. But if you want to build a business that actually sits inside your life and is sustainable, then you can't take what someone else has done and exactly replicate that. You have to build it around something that is very, very real to your story and where you're at in your actual real experience in your life. Like, for example, when I saw this guy selling Notion templates on YouTube, at first I thought, okay, this is great. I want to do this. I want to make YouTube content. I want to sell Notion templates. I want to make the type of money he's making. And so let me just copy what he's done. And so I tried to do this. I tried to make Notion my whole identity, create this whole business around selling Notion templates. But it actually had nothing to do with me and my life and my experience and what I wanted to do every day. I didn't spend my whole day looking at Notion and creating these templates. And so this is not a sustainable business to me. And it was really, really hard for me to make content talking about this because this wasn't based on my actual experience. It's really hard to sit down and make a lot of content and build a whole business around something that is based on somebody else's experience and not based on your own. And so it wasn't until I embraced my own story and my own skills and experience and the things that I had achieved in my own life, and I fully leaned into this in my content and in my products, helping other people to achieve that same thing, that I started to see some real success with this. And so this is where this has to start. You have to look at your own skills and experience and the things that you have overcome and achieved for yourself in your own life, and then ask yourself, who is the person that I can best help? Who is the person that I can help achieve a similar transformation in their own life? And so once you've looked at your own life and your story and your experience, and you've identified that person that you are excited about helping and the transformation that you can help them with, the next step is to create a content world for this person to help them achieve their desired transformation. So your content world is not about churning out endless content and adding to the noise out there. Unless you want to be stuck on this viral content hamster wheel, playing the game of who can be the loudest and who can reach the most people, your content world is not about going bigger and louder. It's about going deeper. And the best place to do that is YouTube, like we're doing now. It's why everyone is moving on to YouTube. People are tired of churning out short form content, and there's an added depth and connection and nuance that you can create with content like this that creates deeper connection with the person that you're trying to connect with. And that's what we're trying to do here. Connection is what creates trust, and trust is what creates sales. And what we're trying to do with our YouTube channel, rather than just like picking a niche and then recreating viral videos within that niche, which is just the generic YouTube advice that you're told in order to grow, is we actually want to take our YouTube channel and create this little premium club with our little corner of the internet, so that when the right person finds you, they feel like they have stepped into this world that has been created just for them. And when you can do that, you don't have to worry about reaching as many people. You just need to worry about reaching the right people, because you can create a far bigger impact with that one person that you're talking to in your content. And so the way that I like to look at it is, if you were going to be creating a course that takes the exact person that you are helping from where they are now to where they want to be, so the transformation that we have talked about, take all of that information that you would have put in that course and put it out on your YouTube channel, and make every single video as if that one person who you are talking to is just sat right in front of you and you are just trying to help them get to their desired outcome. And so your YouTube channel becomes this entire content world that is specifically designed for this one person, which means that when that specific person finds your content, they are going to watch all of your content, and you are going to connect with them better than anybody else. And the more you build up this library of content, the more you build up this content world, the greater the impact. The more your YouTube channel just technically becomes like a little sales funnel for the thing that you do. The other reason that this works so well is that long form content on YouTube is evergreen content. And so when you post short form content on any other platform, people are seeing it for a few days or a few weeks, and then it dies out. They never see it again. But when you post content on YouTube, it continues to gather views and it continues to nurture people for years to come. And I've experienced this myself. You know, when I started my last YouTube channel, I posted a lot of content and gained a lot of followers very quickly and had a lot of success selling digital products from this content. And that content that I posted at the beginning of 2024 is still generating me daily sales without me doing a thing. And so it takes you a little bit of time to build up this content world and this library. But when you do, you build something that is so effective at converting people for months or even years to come. And so your content world is the thing that builds trust and reputation around the transformation that you want to help people with, and connects with the person that you want to help. And then the last thing that we need is a core offer that converts that trust into income. And so all you need is one offer that perfectly aligns with your content and feels like a natural next step for anybody who has spent any time in your content world. And so the way that you do this is you have your kind of broad transformation that you are helping people with in your content, in your business. This is your broad mission that you are helping people with. And you give generously to help people achieve this transformation. You don't leave anything off the table. And your offer helps people with one small, painful problem that people need to overcome in order to achieve that thing. So what this allows you to do is give generously in your free content, give as much as you can in your free content in order to help people achieve this transformation that they want. And then you charge a premium for direct access to you or implementation in order to help them achieve this. And so you get to decide what this offer looks like. You make the rules based on what you actually want your life to look like. And so you could choose to help a small amount of people at a premium price. So you could help the majority of people for free and then offer some kind of high ticket group coaching or mastermind. Or you could decide that you want to build some kind of hands-off solution, some kind of digital product that is DIY and low ticket and helps the majority of people in your audience with the tools in order to help them achieve this themselves. And so, for example, on my last YouTube channel and the content world that I created, my content world was helping people go from 0 to 10K per month. And my paid offer was the client templates that help them actually deliver a web design project. And so in my content, I could talk about any aspect of growing a web design business, and the templates help them actually implement a web design project. And so most of the people watching my content then bought my templates because they were low ticket and they were very applicable to the exact audience that was watching that content. But on this channel, for example, I might decide that I actually want to just work with a small amount of people in my paid offer. And so my content on this channel is helping all creatives and entrepreneurs who want to make authentic long form content like this and drive sales to a sustainable lifestyle business. And so my offer could be a 3-month coaching program that guides them through that process, one-on-one coaching with a small group, which I would actually really love to do. And so in my content, I'm giving out as much information to help you do this as possible. And my paid offer might be small group coaching where I help a very small amount of people actually do this for themselves. And so this allows me to give freely to you watching this content and just work with a small amount of people one-on-one. And so you get to decide what this looks like. But in the meantime, you don't have to have that figured out right away. All you need to do now is focus on building as much connection and depth with the audience in your content world as possible. And so that's all I'm trying to do with you watching this video. That's all I'm trying to do with the people inside of my school community. And so if you are a creative or an entrepreneur who is looking to make long form content like this and build this kind of lifestyle business for yourself, then I'll leave the description for that down below. But otherwise, you can just hang out here in my content. And in the next videos in this series, we're going to go a little bit deeper about what each part of this creator lifestyle business actually looks like and how to build this for yourself. And so I'll see you in the next one.